Hello again, everybody. I'm Dan Roberts from the Vegas Voice, and this is our very first segment of Retirement Planning TV. And I can't even imagine anyone better than my host on this and my buddy, Todd Bauman. Todd, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me.
Oh, well, we're going to find that out soon enough.
Let's do it.
Todd, let's talk about your company, Wealth Management, Bauman Wealth Management. Tell us exactly, what does it mean to the average person like myself? What do you do? What does your team do?
So, Dan, we call ourselves Bauman Wealth Advisors, is the name of our company. And we manage money for clients in retirement, but we differentiate ourselves by doing more than just managing money. We're really big into living life. So our motto is we do retirement so you can do life.
Okay.
Because it's really important to have that balance in life. You've built your whole life to build up this estate.
Yeah.
You need to enjoy it. And I get it. It's hard to live your whole life trying to build all this up, save, can't do this trip this year. Let's use this coupon to build up this nest egg to get us in retirement. And now Todd's saying, let's start spending our money. So we're really big on, helping people let loose of the reins a little bit and enjoying their life. And we do that by 5 different areas. So we do 5 areas of retirement planning.
Let's go into it. Go ahead.
Cool. So we manage money, obviously, what a lot of financial planning firms do, right? We also do income planning, right? And some firms do that, some do not do that. We do tax planning and tax preparation in-house. We do healthcare planning, which would be Medicare, long-term care. And we also do estate planning, or what's now being called legacy planning. So we have all of these services under one roof. So when you come to see us, we can talk to you about all of these different areas and prepare everything that needs to be prepared all under one roof.
I mean, that sounds great. It sounds great. You get someone as unsophisticated as I am. And fortunately, I saved up all this money. And I say, okay, I have this money, I have this pot. I'm sure you don't care whether it's $50,000 or $5 million or whatever the amount is. What do I do with it? Because if you say, well, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? Well, I got it in a savings account, which
Don't do that.
Yeah. What do you do? How do you take us along the steps of speaking to the individuals, finding out what they need and what they really want to do, if they know?
Yeah. So, Dan, we have this 6-page questionnaire that we go through, and it's diving into obviously where you're at now. What kind of IRAs do you have? Taxable accounts, tax-free accounts. We're looking at your expenses as well. Do you have a mortgage? We have a really good basic idea of what your expenses are, even if you don't know what they are. After 30 years, the team and I have figured out what most families spend on a monthly need. And so we're able to help you figure that out. And then, Dan, we dive into what does your retirement look like? And what do you want to do? Do you want to travel? Do you want to drink wine, buy watches, help the grandkids, charities? I just came from an appointment right before this, and they want to do some charitable giving. And, that's very important to them. They've done very well in their life, and they want to give back. So they have a few different charities they want to donate to. So it all depends on what do you want to accomplish, right? And then we can help build the roadmap to that retirement. So we have branded and trademarked the Return on Life Retirement Plan.
Okay.
So we can help you get the most out of your retirement, because Dan, you only got one shot at this.
Apparently, yes.
You don't want to go back to work if you don't have to, right?
Yeah.
And so it's really important that you look at your retirement plan, your retirement, like building a house, right? So you just don't start building. You don't pour cement, throw some wood up. Oh, we need some electrical plumbing. You got to have plans for all this. And so that's what we come to the table with, is we can help put these plans together for you. So you've got a roadmap through retirement. You've got a really good idea what it's going to look like. Every 6 months, some clients like every 4 months or so, but we get together and we review that with you. And we, one of the questions we ask you, are you happy? Are you enjoying your retirement? And if you're not, why? What can change for you to enjoy your retirement?
But what's interesting about that is it's such a simple, basic question, and it's so detailed that I'm sure most people say, I never thought of that. I want to retire. let me tell you, I don't want to run out of money. I mean, I don't want to be homeless and stuff. And I'm sure you get some idiotic questions like that from like me saying, well, do you want to go on vacation? Do you want to drink the wine? Can I drink the wine? I mean, it must be extremely different in terms of dealing with all the different people. Some people want this, some want that. Some don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, I had an appointment yesterday. They're worth $14 million and they don't want to do anything in retirement.
They don't want to. So what? Okay, I don't want to do anything.
They're just happy doing what they do. They go and eat buffets and throw $40 in the casino every day, I guess. And I'm like, let's go. You got $14 million. Let's spend some money and have fun. I mean, we're really different, and we encourage you to spend money. I mean, I promise you this, there's enough to spend in retirement, live your life the way you want to live it.
Right.
And then when you pass, your heirs are going to get whatever they get, and there's going to be a nice, healthy chunk there. More than likely, there's going to be a house. The investment portfolio is still going to be there. And so it's the best of both worlds. You enjoyed it, and then your heirs get to enjoy it.
You know, and one of the things, because I'm listening, Tina, I'm thinking, well, I want to cut my kids out. I don't care about this one bit. But, you know, I want to enjoy life. I don't want to run out of money. And I think that would be the overriding concern. And I'm worried about taxes. And the money I saved, do they get taxed? How do they get taxed? What do I do to legally avoid paying taxes? I mean, those are extremely complicated questions, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, that could be a problem for a lot of people. That's why, we have solutions for those answers. So some of your accounts, Dan, get stepped up valuation. So if you have a brokerage account,
right,
that you went to work, you got a paycheck, you put money in the bank, you took the money out of the bank, you put it in a brokerage account and bought NVIDIA stock, right? And that thing took off, quadrupled. You saw your statement. You can't believe you made all this money. You have a heart attack and die.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right?
Right.
And so please don't. But if you did, that capital gain gets stepped up in value to your heirs. So their new cost basis is the date of your death, right? And so if they sold it right away, there's no really gains or losses on that account. Your IRAs, though, are a different story. Those have been growing tax deferred your whole life. You've never paid any taxes on it. The IRS is going to want your heirs to take that money out within 10 years. Okay. So non-spouse beneficiaries have to cash in your IRAs within 10 years. All right?
Go ahead.
And so we can just cut that up in a 10th, a 9th, an 8th, a 7th or so, or whatever. Some heirs might want to wait a little bit and then start cashing in right away, or cashing in all at once. So there's all different ways that you can do that.
It's like a million different ways of proceeding depending on what your assets are and everything else. And I guess there's really one size does not fit all.
No, it's not. It's like a financial fingerprint. Everyone has a fingerprint, but it's a different design, right? And so everybody's situation, assets, goals are different. And that's why, it really takes somebody who can lead you. There's a lot of advisors out there, Dan, right? Yeah. But we consider ourselves leaders. We want to lead you down the retirement path and make sure that, you're doing what you should be doing and enjoying life,
I mean, it sounds great, especially if you work your whole life to save a couple of bucks. And, I've known Todd for a number of years, and one of the great things about him is that he can walk you through it. But also the problem that I see is someone says, well, I live in Henderson. I don't want to go to your office in Summerlin. Or I live in Summerlin. I'm not going down to Sun City Anthem. You got that covered.
We do.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we have 3 offices as of right now. We are growing and expanding. We've got an office in Henderson. We have an office in Summerlin. And then we just opened up our office in Mesquite.
That's great.
Nevada, yeah.
That's great. If people want to get a hold of you, of course they can call the Vegas voice and we will relay the number. But if people want to get a hold of you, they want to talk to you, they want to get a hold, email, telephone, go ahead. Go ahead and do it.
So you can call us. It's very simple. We have a local number, 702-897-9997. And you can set up a complimentary consultation with us. There's no obligation, ladies and gentlemen. There's no cost for this. You come in. This is all about you. You bring in your documents. We can look at those. If you are all set up, we will tell you, you're good. Do nothing. If you're not, we will tell you as well. We're like, hey, this could be a problem. You're paying too much in this. This is underperforming and so forth. And then we put the ball back in your court, Dan, and you do whatever you want. You know, if you need assistance, of course, we're here to help you, but you're under no obligation. So think of it like a complimentary financial and estate planning checkup. And you do that by calling us at 702-897-9997.
I thank you for putting up with me. Hopefully, we're going to do this again.
Let's do it. I love it.
You got it. And this is Dan Roberts and Todd Bauman saying we'll see you again next time. Thanks, Todd.
Thank you.